What's going on, YouTube? We are finally back hitting a leg day after, I guess it's been about 2 weeks since I've done a leg day. And then the week and a half before that, the leg days were pretty terrible. So this is first leg day back. For those people that have been following the channel, you know about 2 weeks ago I was sick, took me out for about 5 days, came back for 2 days, then injured my back. So quick update on the injury. What actually ended up happening is when I tweaked my back, I actually threw my hips out of alignment. So my right hip bone was about a ½ an inch higher than my left. I actually got the x-ray and everything. So what that caused was, when I would keep my spine straight, it was actually not straight in relation to my hips. So that was causing a nerve to get pinched. It was very painful, but I've been going to the chiropractor, and since I popped my hips out of place, he's been popping them back. It's actually been helping. Before I didn't really have the highest opinion on chiropractors. I'd never been to one, but the whole thing seemed a little like, witchcraft or whatever. But I've actually been very impressed and very satisfied with the result. So what you're watching now is I figured on my first day back I better keep it light because my back still doesn't feel 100%, but felt good enough to get some squats in. So what you're seeing now is a set of 20 with 225. My goal was to hit 3 sets of 20, but after this first set, I was just exhausted. And during the 2 weeks off, I kind of detrained myself a little bit, so it's going to take me some time to get my work capacity back up to where it was. And also, I just didn't want to push too hard with my back being, not at its full capacity. So after that set of 20, I pretty much felt like I was going to vomit, so I decided I would just do a set of 8 on pause squat, same weight. But really quickly, I want to talk about some of the benefits of doing the high rep squats, sets of 20, because I am a big fan. I actually used to do them all the time, once a week, about a year ago, and it skyrocketed my squat. And so the first most obvious benefit is going to be hypertrophy. It just really stimulates a lot of metabolic fatigue, which then of course induces, a lot of hypertrophy. But the not so obvious benefit is, squats are a very technical lift. They take skill to perform and master. A lot of people think, to get better at squats, you just get stronger. Well, you also have to actually get better at squatting. You have to learn the proper form. You have to find what positioning works best for you. You have to, work with different leverages. It takes a lot of practice. And to get better at something that's a skill, you have to practice, and doing 5 reps once or twice a week just isn't a lot of practice. So doing 3 sets of 20, that's 60 total reps. You're going to become a lot more efficient at the movement by getting in that practice. Not to mention, it is probably one of the toughest cardio workouts you could do. Like I said, afterwards I was just exhausted. It probably took me 4 minutes to catch my breath. But also, one thing I want to clarify really quickly is the difference between sets of 20 on squats and then doing a Widowmaker set, because a lot of people don't know that there is a difference or what the difference is. So a Widowmaker is basically, you do 20 reps, but you do it with a weight that is probably, one that you get for maybe like 12 reps. But it's not a constant thing. You don't put the bar back in the rack, but you pretty much take as much time as you need between reps in order to complete all 20. So you might do, all 12 at a normal, pace, but then once you start getting in, from like 12 to 20, you might end up taking 4 seconds at the top of each rep. What I was really focusing on today is keeping the pace high, not stopping at the top, because that's something, when I did the sets of 20 in the past, that I ended up pretty much just doing Widowmakers. So it would take me maybe, 2 minutes to complete a full 20 reps. My goal today was to do 225 for 20 without fully locking out a single rep, just going almost to lockout and then keep going. Obviously I didn't quite do that. I had to kind of lock out to catch my breath, and then one time, my foot was slipping, so I had to readjust. But it was pretty close. I'm pretty happy with, the amount of time that I spent at the top. Now, I did not do deadlifts today. I went down in the room that I do them in, and I was, warming up with the bar, but my back didn't feel right. I was pretty fatigued from the squats, and I just really didn't want to risk it because it wasn't, it was feeling a little weird just warming up with the bar. So I figured it would not be a good idea to, risk anything. I can take it slow and safe and maybe be fully recovered in a month, or I can push it, end up prolonging the injury to 6 months, and then, I don't want to be set back that much. So when it comes to stuff like this, play it safe. But it looks like we are out of footage. Sorry for the quick video, but it was a quick workout. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up rating. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified when I upload future videos. I've got some cool things in store. But until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.